Whee! I'm on my last day in Guatemala in the beautiful Lake Atitlán, and yeah, there's a volcano behind me and a few more, but it's cloudy today. I had a beautiful paragliding experience in the morning, and I felt inspired to shoot this video and just share my thoughts and a conclusion for myself first and foremost. And if you take anything useful for you, then I'm always happy to share. The past 10 months have been incredible. I've accomplished a beautiful dream of mine that I've had for a very long time, to just pack a backpack and travel almost all the time solo, sometimes meeting with loved ones and friends. But yeah, it taught me a lot, and it really let me come back to myself and calibrate my own life. And the main message of this video is the illusion of doing life the right way. And I've chased this idea for a while, and I think many of us do. We are being bombarded with so many messages on social media and all these glamorous photos and videos of people doing life the right way it feels right for them, or it's just an image basically of a life that looks like a dream life. But again, only you can know what is the right way for yourself. And I actually thought that I would love to travel forever and explore life and do my work around it and just be an explorer. And I realized that it's not exactly the lifestyle for me, because it's actually quite exhausting and distracting. Whilst I'm carrying 2 backpacks and a guitar. Traveling is beautiful, but yeah, the setup is a bit difficult. To do any kind of valuable work, I feel like you need a bit more grounding, your own space to be focused. What for someone is a dream life, for you could be not at all. Some of us want families, some of us want to travel, others want to be artists, others business people. Only you can know what is the right way to live your life. This constant focus on the external that is really being pushed on us is actually moving us more and more away from ourselves. So I feel like it takes a lot of decision power, focus and discipline, and courage to turn inside and to really inquire what is a life that is well lived for me, and then to insist on this and not get influenced by all this noise and opinions around us that tell us how a life should be lived the right way. Breaking free from the behind mindset, and I've been caught up in this and still do, although much less now. I keep hearing constantly through the people I've met and on social media as well, people feeling like they are behind. I'm not sure according to who, society or other people. I don't know who compares us, that at 20 you have to have your life figured out, or at 30 you have to have a family and children and have a strong career and an X amount of money in your bank. I must say that I feel like I'm just figuring out my life, and I know it's going to be a lifelong path. And what seemed like the right thing that I did, going to university, doing my MBA, building a career, traveling around, yeah, perhaps it was just experimenting and experiencing life, and I've stumbled in many ways and I've done many mistakes, but I feel like I've lived and I've tried things and I've learned, and I feel like we are meant to do that. And the more you compare yourself to someone else, the less you hear actually what is it that you need. There's no standard, and who sets these standards of what are we supposed to achieve by a certain age? Some people might never want a big career or a family. This comparison with other people is truly futile and doesn't benefit us at all. And yes, it's in the interest of society, other people, to bring this comparison and this feeling behind, feeling not good enough constantly, and trying to fill this gap. Only you can know the right time and the right place and what is it that you need in your life. This brings me to the next point. It's about the power of change and experiencing life. When I started my trip, my life changed quite drastically, and yeah, quite a few people, myself included, believe that perhaps I am somehow lost and do not understand my direction in life. And at that time I didn't. But I feel like if something feels untrue in your life, and that's how I felt, that I needed to change, and I wasn't quite sure what is it that I need. But I took the first step, and step by step, now the path is opening up in front of me, and it's nothing how I imagined it. I felt that maybe I will travel for a very long time. I felt that my business is going to be figured out, and yeah, it's not quite yet. I am trying different things, and it is okay. Every time you change locations, a circle of friends, interests, you meet with a different facet of yourself, of your personality, and this is how you grow. And I feel like the biggest regret that we might have is not making the wrong move or mistakes, but actually not moving at all and staying in a life that you feel that needs change just because you're used to it, because it's comfortable, because it's familiar, and change is always, always scary, but so rewarding. Learning to trust yourself first and foremost, and this is another big point for me, because I've always been of the opinion, and that I believed was quite humble, that I don't know it all, and it's true, I don't know it all, but I would turn towards the outside world, the experts, people that I felt like knew better, and really didn't listen to myself. There's nothing wrong to learning something new, to turning to someone for advice, someone that's walked a similar path and is ahead of you. But in the end, nobody can walk the path for you. And I feel like this is an important shift as well that happens when you start consuming information and trying to look for answers, and actually start creating and making your own mistakes and building your own path. The fear of the unknown, and it's still here, and I have made friends with it. We all have our fears. For example, I feel quite courageous just moving to a different country and learning a new culture, a new language, just figuring things out. I find it somehow easy and exciting for me, but yet I have things which I'm really, really scared of. And the biggest, I think, is actually expressing and putting myself out there, and hence I am pushing myself more and more to be on videos, to just try to create content and overcome this discomfort that I feel. And I'm learning to feel the fear and do it anyway. It is a process. Again, I'd rather make a mistake, look silly, be imperfect, than miss out and regret that I didn't go after something that I wanted. And usually the fear is what actually should drive us. Fear can be used as a very good instrument in life to actually direct yourself where you're not comfortable, where it's new, where you feel like not doing it is exactly where you should be going and pushing through resistance, because there is the biggest growth and expansion. That's my experience, at least. The worst case scenarios are not as bad as we usually imagine them to be, and we've all been through difficult times, and we came up on the other side usually stronger and more courageous and yeah, more like ourselves. The art of unbecoming. And this is a very important point that I've realized for myself. We've been really bombarded in this whole industry now about becoming someone, becoming the best version of you, becoming better, stronger, healthier, more successful, richer, um, more, but from a place of lack, of not being good enough right now. And it's a very small tweak that has to happen inside. I am absolutely up for growth, and I think this is what drives the whole human behavior and our lives. But from a place of fullness and already being absolutely okay, not feeling like something is wrong with you and your life. Yes, there could be areas that you are trying to improve, grow into, but from a place of I am okay as I am right now. And I think it's more actually about unbecoming and removing everything that is no longer true for yourself, all the beliefs, all the ideas that are actually not yours. So examining what is happening inside of you, internal world, your beliefs, your thoughts, really all the areas of your life, and understanding what is true for you and keeping only the essential and most important, and growing those areas rather than trying to chase and become more and more and overwhelming yourself and feeling like it's never enough. So if you've ever felt like me, like you are behind in life, take a deep breath. You're not. We're exactly where we need to be, and give yourself permission to examine your life, to take the time that you need, and to build the life that's truly yours. With love from beautiful Guatemala.